Pack right up over the football, and here goes Duke Scott inside the 10, first and goal.
Keep it on the ground, up the middle, first down for Duke Scott. 6 Power 4 coaching staffs to return every assistant. That's Virginia. A push for a first down for Duke Scott.
You don't have any of that when you have consistency in coaching staff.
Room for Scott. Turns the corner. First down and then some.
Duke Scott again. Boy, he's a load up the middle for NC State. Similar to what we saw. 8 penalties on NC State tonight for 74 yards. And Duke Scott. He's got Duke Scott out of the backfield. Plenty of space for Scott. And man, he's not looking to make a cut. There he goes again. And that's going to be a first down, Wolfpack. Quick screen out to Duke Scott. He's been good out of the backfield. Yeah, I believe the quote was
for Mr. Smothers.
1 year at Oklahoma, now his 2nd year with NC State. Duke Scott spells him and picks up a first down. Big blocking tight end Cody Hardy, 44 in white. And they run that way with Scott with a cut. He takes it into plus territory.
He's telling you why, and he's showing you with his play.
Scott again with a mean stiff arm. And Scott picks up a first down.
It's really been dominated by special teams mistakes, but also some great special teams plays.
Bailey rolls. Caught along the sideline by Duke Scott. Picks up 5 yards. Mekhi Jones.
This critical moment here in the 4th quarter.
Duke Scott gets cracked down, and Scott's got enough for a first down. In the belly of Duke Scott. Gets dragged down by Jaden Francois.
Jaden Duke Scott checks into the game in the backfield, and they'll put it in his hands right away. He's a very good runner in his own right, and that is a first down inside the 25-yard line.
TJ Bailey back in the game.
Yep. And trying to get to the end zone is Scott. Did he get in? No signal given yet. Touchdown, NC State. Yeah, it looks like he definitely.
Scott in the backfield. They hand it off to him. That left side's been kind to them. And Scott deep in their own territory. Jaden Duke Scott in the backfield with Bailey. He gets the carry, bounces it to the outside, takes a hit, spins around, still going. Have been out there making plays and catching balls for the Wolfpack. Bailey sets, fires to Scott out of the backfield and out of bounds for a first down. A 13-yard gain, just wanted to be sure. Scott, with a hole there, stutter steps and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. A 14-yard scamper for Scott. 41-7 Wolfpack. That 424 yards for NC State, by the way, most in the first half since 2015 as well. They hand it off. And here's Scott again on the loose. And taken down near the 20-yard line. Another explosive play for NC State.
Yeah, Scott just showing really good vision and setting up his blockers well. You see the
Duke Scott in the backfield with him. The backup tailback takes the run here. Breaks through the hole, gets to the 2nd and 3rd level. 2 tight ends out there for the Wolfpack, Cody Hardy and Dante Daniels. Hardy already with a touchdown. And a plunge there by Duke Scott as he gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. 55-7 Wolfpack. 8 drive. Shoulder injury in high school, lost 2 years rehabbing, and now arguably the strongest arm of anyone in the group. Good run there by Duke Scott.
Was seeing the correct coverage and that you were relaying the correct blitz and talking on the old school phone. What a luxury that is.
Duke Scott still going, carrying tacklers beyond the 40. Good return.
Try to make him pay with his one-on-one matchups on the outside.
To Duke Scott. Got a blocker in front of him.
Pass is complete.
Duke Scott is not that, but he is kind of fast. He's more of a big power back.
There is Duke Scott running between the tackles, as Taylor Davis told us we would see more of tonight. He is Scott cuts it up the middle, runs over a man, carries tacklers inside the 15. Duke Scott on the carry. Duke Scott following blockers inside the 10. A rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. Here's a carry on first down to Duke Scott in a foot race. Scott inside the 20, and he is taken down at the 5. And a flag comes in late for the backup running back in for Hollywood Smothers.
He just gets downhill. Everyone on that offensive line, including the tight ends,
Committed by number 6.
do a great job, what we call body on body. Just stay on your man. Then a face mask.
He had 3 rushing touchdowns in that game as well. A 1-point loss in Atlanta. The good news, Taylor, is that he's had in Raleigh this year for the Wolfpack on both sides of the football. Scott again for a gain of 5. They have trailed in 6 of their 8 games to this point, and they have won all 8. The last undefeated team in the ACC as we enter the 4th.
And NC State, same way, nothing to lose.
C.J. Bailey checks it down to Scott. He is wrapped up near the line to gain. Might have gotten enough with that extra effort, and they will move the chains to extend the game, to extend the drive rather. And now this from Duke Scott. Touchdown Pack!
Duke Scott just sees it. That's the backside. The play's supposed to go to the other side, but he has the vision to cut back. The 5'10", 205-pound running back from Stockbridge, Georgia, has the vision, the speed, the endurance, and the mental makeup. We talk about next man up. This is running back 2.
Making a play.
Second and 13. Out of the backfield, complete to Duke Scott. Made a couple of nice moves and some strong.
That's how dominant Miami has been on the defensive side of the ball.
Bailey completes it out of the backfield. That's Duke Scott. Shook off one tackler, still on his feet. And inside the 20.
Big win.
Duke Scott got the lower shoulder. Drives out of bounds.
Draw play. Duke Scott explodes. He's got one man to beat. And a touchdown saving tackle by Bracy.
Bracy, the ball hawk on the back end. And he saves the day again because Duke Scott was absolutely gone, if not for Chris Bracy. You know, they kind of bumped over and it gave him a nice easy block, couple of easy blocks. And all of a sudden he was off to the races.
Scott cycle. And Turbo's out of bounds for a first down.
Let's just call this because we put it in the game plan.
Hanley on first down, hands it off. Scott runs laterally, gets about 3.